Dun 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 dun. After it had been almost 20 years since we last saw him in The Last Crusade, we got old Indy back. Here's my review of Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D, so I'm going to be bringing to you my final, for now, review of the Indiana Jones series. Now, if you've not seen my reviews for the first 3 Indy movies, click on the card that's about to come up for the playlist of Indiana Jones. There we go. So you can catch what you might have missed, or see them again if you'd like. But if you've seen all 3 of these reviews, good. Let's get into our review of Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull from 2008. Released by Paramount and produced by Lucasfilm Limited. Now, this is set in 1957, pitting old Indy against Soviet agents led by Irina Spalko, searching for a telepathic crystal skull. And soon, Indy is aided by his former lover, Marion Ravenwood, and her son, Mutt Williams. Harrison Ford once again returns as Indy, plus we have Karen Allen, who you remember from the first movie, back as Marion. We also have Cate Blanchett, Ray Winstone, John Hurt, Jim Broadbent, and Shia LeBouf as well. Anyway, well, I will tell you that this is really a, good movie and what have you. So, it's not too bad of a movie. So let's get into our story. Excuse me. In 1957, Soviet agents working under Irina Spalko kidnapped Indy and his partner George Mikhail. The Soviets infiltrate a secret government warehouse. Excuse me, it's Soviet, my bad. A secret government warehouse located in Nevada labeled Hangar 51, and forced Indy to locate a mummified corpse from the Roswell UFO incident, which he was forced to work on 10 years earlier. Shortly after retrieving the corpse, Mac reveals he has become a double agent on the KGB's payroll. Jones unsuccessfully attempts to steal the body and fights with Spalko's henchman, Dovchenko, before escaping to a nearby model town right before an atomic bomb test. He takes shelter in a lead-lined refrigerator, and FBI agents eventually rescue, decontaminate, and interrogate him, suspecting him of working for the Soviets. Though eventually freed, Indy is put on an indefinite leave of absence from Marshall College, and Dean Charles Stanford resigns to spare Indy from being fired. Greaser Mutt Williams approaches Indy, notifying him that his former colleague, Professor Harold Oxley, found a crystal skull in Peru, but has since been kidnapped along with Mutt's mother, Marion, who went after him. Yeah, at first Indy is not aware of this, but anyway, Jones tells Mutt of the legend of crystal skulls found in Akator, and Mutt gives Indy a letter from his mother which contains a riddle from Oxley in ancient language. 2 Soviet agents attempt to capture them, but Indy and Mutt escape, and following the riddle's meaning, reach Peru. At a local psychiatric hospital, carvings on the walls and floor of Oxley's cell lead them to the grave of Francisco de Orellana, a conquistador who searched for Akator. They find the skull at the grave, and Indy reasons that Oxley had returned it there. While the two are departing the tomb, Mac and the Soviets take them hostage and deliver them to their camp in the Amazon jungle. There, the pair find an adult Oxley and Marion, who is revealed to be Marion Ravenwood, an old partner of Indy's, and she reveals to him that Matt is his son. Well, let's see. Yeah. Spalko believes the crystal skull belongs to an alien life form that holds great psychic power. Finding more skulls in Akator will grant the Soviet Union the ability to control the world via telepathy. Jones realizes that Oxley is attempting to communicate through automatic writing and locates a route to Akator. The next day, while en route to the Ancient Sea, Indy and his team fight their way out of the KGB's clutches, killing Dovchenko in the process. Mac informs Indy he is a CIA double agent. After surviving 3 waterfalls in an amphibious vehicle, Indy and Oxley identify a skull-like rock formation that leads them to Akator, unaware that Mac lied about being a CIA agent and has been dropping transceivers to allowing the surviving Soviets to track them. Alright, now to the ending. You know the procedure like always. Stop this video, go to the description box below, and fast forward to the time below to avoid ending spoilers. If you've seen the movie already, continue on after the 5 seconds are over with. Here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Indy's team evades the city's guardians, gains access to the temple, and finds it filled with artifacts from many ancient civilizations. They realize the aliens are archaeologists studying the different cultures of Earth. They find and enter a chamber containing 13 crystal skeletons, one of which is missing its skull. When Spalko arrives and replaces the skull, the skeletons telepathically offer to give a reward to the group. Using Oxley as a translator, she demands simply, "I want to know everything." The aliens reanimate and transfer an overwhelming amount of knowledge into her mind, henceforth killing her. A portal to their dimension is activated, and Mac and all of the remaining Soviets are drawn in, while Indy and his team escape. As the city crumbles, a flying saucer rises from the ruins and departs for another dimension, and the waters of the Amazon flood the hollow left by its takeoff. The following year, Jones is reinstated at Marshall College as its associate dean and marries Marion, with Oxley, who has regained his sanity, and Mudd as witnesses. Okay, yeah, as witnesses. Sorry. End of story, my friends. Sorry, I wanted to get this done quickly, so I apologize. So what did I think of Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull? I will say it's pretty good. Not really the best, but still, it's a mixed bag and what have you. I really did have some fun moments with it, especially the part where Indy and Marion are stuck in dry sand. Yeah, he tries to explain that it's not quicksand, it's dry sand. Well, apparently, Mudd saves them with what he thinks is a rope, but it's really a snake, a rat snake. I believe that's what it was. But boy, and everybody knows that old Indy's afraid of snakes. It's his one weakness. And it's just like, call it something else, call it a rope, and so Mary and Mudd just like grab the rope. Oh, that part's a classic. Nevertheless, it did have some pretty fun action-packed moments. I especially liked how the chase scenes go, and well, it's just so good. But anyway, Harrison Ford once again good as Indy, despite he was 64 at the time this was done. He had to spend 3 hours a day at a gym and practice with the bullwhip for a couple of weeks and relied on a high protein diet of fish and vegetables, according to my sources, so he had to keep fit during the series' hiatus. Anyway, as he hoped for another film. But anyway, It's not too bad. Anyway, Irina Spalko being played by Cate Blanchett, very good performance, I must say. And then, of course, Karen Allen back as Marion, very good. Playing Mac is Ray Winstone, very good. And that character acts as a spin on Salah and Renee Bullock, who of course was Jones's friend in the two, Jones's friend and nemesis respectively in Raiders of the Lost Ark. John Hurt plays Ox, and it was inspired by Ben Gunn from Treasure Island. Jim Broadbent plays Dean Stanforth, very good. Since the original actor Marcus Brody, who played Denholm Elliott, had passed away in '92, 3 years after the last movie came out. And of course, Shia LeBouf is not too bad. After he had just done Transformers the previous year, I gotta say he's pretty good too. But anyway, it did have some fun moments and what have you, and it did get positive reviews from critics, but more polarized responses from audiences. Now, yeah, I could agree. The storyline is, reasonable and what have you. The pacing, I can understand. The overuse of CGI, yeah, that could just been a little, And the dialogue is another thing, but I didn't have too much a problem with the dialogue, all of it. But everyone did like the visual effects, performances from everyone, the action sequences, the costume design, and of course the score, once again done by the legendary John Williams. That's really something. So anyway, would I recommend Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull? Well, I'd say sure, go ahead. If you're a completionist, you should go on with this. It's not too bad of a movie. I mean, like I said, it's a mixed bag. It's sort of my least favorite of the franchise because even though I grew up with the first two, and Last Crusade's grown on me a little more, but anyway. Yeah, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, it's well worth a look into as long as you're a completionist. Now, of course, I have read that there is going to be a fifth one since Disney had acquired the rights from Paramount, since Lucasfilm is under license at Disney. So, Mr. Harrison Ford should be back in the role next year, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, what did you think of Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull? Please tell me in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review. Well, actually, I'm going to go back and continue the summer of 007 with On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, you may want to check out some of these other movies. In the upper left-hand corner is the review I did of the second James Bond movie, From Russia with Love. The upper right-hand corner is my review of, Harrison Ford's big comeback as Han Solo in Star Wars The Force Awakens. And the bottom left-hand corner is my recent review of The Hitman's Bodyguard. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.